Today I am making a vegetarian shepherd's pie. The reason being, I've noticed there's a big price boost on meats and things like that. And you know, it's like, it's cold outside and everyone thinks that you need to like have meat to, you know, like it's in shepherd's pie, and you really don't. This recipe is actually really delicious. So I'm going to start off by just showing you what I've done. I've actually made the cauliflower mash with potatoes and cauliflower like I did for the Thanksgiving special because it was so delicious. All right, I'm going to take the 2 things of rosemary out. I cooked it with rosemary and veggie broth. All right, so I'm going to just get rid of the rosemary. And you see the potatoes in there. Right, I'm going to drain them in a second, but when I drain that, I'm going to get this going in the meantime. And then I'll mash the cauliflower mash. All right, so I have mushrooms and onions that I've already started sauteing just to get us going. But these are the ingredients, what we use today. We're using fresh carrots, peas, spinach, mushrooms, and onions. So you're definitely going to get your vitamins from your veggies today. All right, vitamins and minerals. Right, so because they're already done, and I thought it was really important to show you this. So I've sauteed all of that. I'm going to add the carrots. I actually blanched my carrots for like two minutes, just so they would be done in time. If you have peas and carrots in the freezer, you can use frozen. I had fresh, so you know what they say, fresh is always best. I'm going to add some peas. Some peas in there. And I'm going to let that saute for 1 minute. And then I'll add the gravy mix at the end of that. Right, so while that's sauteing for 2 seconds, for a couple of minutes, I'm going to drain the cauliflower and the potatoes, and I'll mash it, and I'll show you what I'm using.
That looks great and so colorful. Yeah, the mushrooms, the peas. Yep. All
right, so I'm going to come just coming over here. You'll know your cauliflower's done when you can stick a fork through nice and easy, and the same with your potato, nice and easy. All right. I'm not using milk in this. I'm just going to use you can use olive oil if you're vegetarian, or if you have a vegetarian butter that you use, you could use this. I've just got a little bit of Smart Balance that I'm using, and I'm not going to put milk in it. I'm just going to mash it down. Okay, so we're going to mash that down. Like the cauliflower makes it almost like creamy. It's like really good. And so, and that was cooked with the, like I said, the rosemary and rosemary, and I did it in vegetable broth. But you can just do it in water. All right, so that's my mash ready to go on top of my.
That's fast and easy.
Fast and easy, very fast and easy. All right, so this is, so we're going to get this. We're going to put a teaspoon of tomato paste in here. Just put a little bit of tomato paste in here. Stir that up. I'm going to put the spinach at the very end because it wilts so quickly. And a little bit of the broth. Add the spinach, last seconds before I add the broth. Let's saute. Let that walk down a little bit. And this goes in the oven, so it doesn't have to be, you know, it doesn't have to wilt all the way. It'll wilt in the oven with all the veggies, so you keep all the goodness in there as well. A little bit of salt and pepper. And just a little bit of thyme in there as well, fresh thyme. And then we're going to add, you can use vegetable broth, chicken broth, whatever you desire. You want, you know. To thicken up the gravy a little bit, I'm just going to use a tiny teaspoon of, just get in there really quick so it doesn't get lumpy. It will go down.
That was, sorry, what was that you added?
Look, I added a tiny bit of flour. Just a half
Okay.
a teaspoon, just to give it a little tiny bit of a thicker gravy. It's got plenty of
Right.
flavors in, you know, with the stock and everything, just to make it like a little bit more. As you can see, the colors in there are beautiful. And I'm going to get a baking dish. So don't forget, this is going in the oven, but I did saute the mushrooms well before. Very, very easy. I'm going to put some in my baking dish. See, the gravy is a little bit thicker. It's not watery. Lovely.
Right.
And it smells really good. The smell of the rosemary, I say this every class. I have a thing for it. It smells so good. Now, second, and then we are going to get our mashed potatoes, our cauliflower mash, and we're going to place it.
Just even it out.
Even it out. It's shepherd's pie, so I've got a pie dish. And that will go in the oven for about 25 minutes or till you got like a nice like golden brown on the top. I'll show you the after one when I've completed this.
What temperature you get it in the oven?
I put it in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes.
Correct.
You can see once it's golden brown, you can bring it out, you know?
It's all done. Yeah, because everything inside is cooked.
Yeah, exactly. I usually try and keep it like a little bit, you know, not perfect on the top, not smooth, because I like that little crunch.
Right.
All right, so that's your shepherd's pie. Voila. You see the underneath?
Beautiful.
Okay. Some people add cheese in it, but you really don't need cheese. I'm definitely not going to add cheese because I'm going to try and keep my figure this year. All right, so this is the after. All right. See, it's just golden brown. And I'm actually going to show you.
Oh yeah, cut a piece so we can see it.
You see that?
Beautiful. Oh wow, so hearty.
Yes. Filling, full of veggies, no meat. You can see inside the dish.
And this is a good dish to freeze, right? Like if you have leftovers,
absolutely,
you freeze them.
Yeah, you can make them in like, you know, make small ones in little like glass bowls with the lids, them special lids. So if you're going to do it, and you know, it's really, you know, I've used cauliflower mash. You know, I've never done that on shepherd's pie before, but I was so happy with the results at Thanksgiving. I loved it. I'm going to use it all the time now. It's so much better for you. All right. So the water of the week is I used mixed berries. The fruits and that are not great this time of year, and I noticed they're extremely expensive. I mean, I think they was asking me for like $6.99 for a pallet of strawberries, and you can use frozen fruit. You know, just use some frozen fruit. It's still important to keep very hydrated during the winter. I know it's cold outside, but if you're at home, just keep sipping your water as you go along for the day.